Hi everyone, Bob Sager here. Today's topic is, again, core commitments. I want to take a few minutes and just finish up the last three. I'm going to put it in one, the last three of our 9 core commitments. So the last three are use all the products, edify the organization, and begin your own mastermind group. So let's take a few moments and talk to you about these three. The first one is use all the products. I have a very strong belief that if I walked into one of my IBO's homes, or if I walked into your home and saw a competing product, something that competed with the metabolic system, something that competed with the core system, that wouldn't make me feel too comfortable. In fact, I would wager a bet that that person is not too serious about the business, they're not passionate about it, and they don't think of it in a very, very big light, strong light, or they don't have a lot of enthusiasm about it. It just doesn't matter. You will never walk into my home or Geraldine's home and see a competing product against the core system of the metabolic system. One. Number two, I use all the products each and every day. How could I physically share my passion, my enthusiasm about the product? Can I talk to you about all the intricacies about the product? Not really. You know what I know? Like Angel Lee says, I know they work. They make me feel good. I think I look good. I've got a high energy level. Although I've had a very high energy level for years, now it's maybe even a little higher. But you will never, ever, ever see me putting in my mouth or in my body another competing product. Never. Ever, ever. So there's not a lot of things that I have to spend on this, but what I will tell you is that what's very, very important, that you use all of the products. Everything in the core system, which is 4 products, and everything in the metabolic system, which is, our shakes, our boost, our resist, and our bars, and so on. Pretty simple, not complicated. Kivana has made it so easy to put these products into our lifestyle that it's hard not to use all of the products. So, again, core commitment number 7 is use all the products. Next one is core commitment number 8 is edify about your organization. If you're a new IBO, you don't have much credibility in this business. And that's why we tell you to edify about the organization, and you want to edify about your sponsor, depending upon if your sponsor has credibility. Is your sponsor a platinum or a diamond? Is your sponsor has been in the business for a long time? What has your sponsor done so far? Look at Derek Hall, Justin Banner, Devin Glazier, Rodney James, and Craig Johansson. They have tremendous amounts of credibility. Edify about them. Edify about Dr. Lowe and Dr. Lehman. Edify, edify, edify. Quick story. I just got off the phone, a 3-way call with one of my new IBOs, Johnny Appleseed Fisher. You'll be hearing a lot about him. And he got on the phone and says, Bob, we got to do a quick 3-way call. It's my first IBO. Just enrolled him the other day. And he edified about me to this gentleman, Frank, right away. So I look like a hero. Now, it's not because of my ego or anything, but it's because of another psychological approach. When you talk to someone, that person trusts you. They trust you. You have a friendship with them. You have a relationship with them. When you bring in someone else, and all of a sudden you start to edify about that person to your potential IBO, now they still trust you, but now they look at that person in a different light and they believe that person. So you've got the trust here, you have the belief here, and it makes it so much easier to enroll that individual into Kivana when you do those 3-way calls and edify about the person that you're doing the 3-way call with and him brought you into the business. Edify about your upline. Edify about, whether it be myself or Bruce Weinstein or David Kritzer. Edify about AJ Monty and Debbie Campisi and Jerry Campisi and Angel Lee. Edify about the organization. That's what you want to do. That part is so important. And if you're not doing 3-way calls, and if you're not asking your sponsor to do 3-way calls, you're missing the boat. You've got to get into that habit where you're doing 3-way calls, at least for your first five IBOs that you brought into the business. So, core commitment number 8, edify about the organization. The last core commitment is core commitment number 9, and begin your own mastermind group with your core. Let's take some time and talk about this. I have a very strong belief And I'm very sensitive that my core people, and when I say my core people, let me explain what I mean. Those are individuals that I have personally sponsored into the business. About a month and a half ago, I sent out an email asking for those individuals that I sponsored into the business to please be on a conference call with me Monday night at 8:30 p.m. I want to talk to them about certain things. I want to know who's coming down the road with me for the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years. I want to know who's committed to me. Now, this is my call. It's not theirs. I'm leading this call. I'm going to encourage them to start their own mastermind call with their core people, and so on and so on and so on. Because what am I trying to get going here? I'm trying to get the duplication process started downline, and I'm also working very diligently and trying very hard to develop leadership. That's what happens in this business, and why a lot of people fail, because they fail to bring up or develop leadership in their organization. So that's what I'm looking to do here. Now, guess what? Not everybody that I sponsored showed up on the call. But what it did to me is it told me who are my core people. It told me who's walking down this path with me. It told me who I could be committed to, and it told me who I could spend my energy and time with. I don't need to fool with the people that are not committed to me. These are my core people. So I've got 6, 7, maybe 8 core people that I work very closely with on a daily basis, that I have a relationship with, that I love, that I give them things to read, and now I want them to do those same exact things that I'm doing with them with their group. Bruce Weinstein turned around a few weeks later, and all of a sudden he held his own mastermind group. Richie Montenegro held his own mastermind group, and so on and so on. Now my duplication process is being started, and that's one of the secret things. And in Think and Grow Rich, a book that I read many years ago that I gave to each of my children when they were born, that book changed my life. And one of the things Napoleon Hill talks about is starting that mastermind group. Have that core group that you could talk to, that you could relate to, that you could share great things with. So, core commitment number 9, and the last core commitment, is begin your own mastermind group with your core people. Folks, let me do a quick summary on the core commitments. Number 1, be here 24 months from today. Number 2, let me put on my glasses for a minute. Number 2, spend daily self-development time. Number 3, 2 exposures every day, third party. Number 4, attend everything, weekly meetings, conference calls, all corporate events. Number 5, 1 long distance exposure every week. The next one, number 6, develop 5 retail customers, just 5. And you get those retail customers when someone says they're not interested in the business. Ask them if they wouldn't mind trying the products and if they would like to live long. Number 7, use all of the products. Number 8, edify about the organization. And number 9, begin your own mastermind group. Make a commitment to these 9 steps, and your business will flourish each and every day. I wish you great success. I'll see you on the beaches of the world.